Hello, Triumph family. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jeff Langness, and I'm here with Pastor Jeff. I serve as one of our elders, and I'm in the congregational chair. You may also see me playing bass in the worship team from time to time. Well, we're here today to share with you some important information about Triumph's future. We are in a season of much change, and we're learning more and more about depending on God. We haven't been through a season where we've had to deal with so much change, not only responding to the COVID reality, but we've also had changes in our body life at Triumph. As a part of that, we look forward to celebrating and honoring Pastor Vern and Casey as they move into retirement at the end of the year. And I want you to know that in the midst of these changes, we are hopeful and looking forward to what God has for us. As elders, we are called to both care for the church today as well as plan for tomorrow. As a part of our planning, we have been in discussion with Pastor Jeff over the past 2 years about the best way to approach his retirement. We are here today to announce, in anticipation of his retirement, that we are starting the search process to find our next lead pastor. Now don't worry, Pastor Jeff isn't going anywhere and will remain in his current role until we are able to find the next lead pastor. Pastor Jeff will then move into a new role within Triumph to continue his faithful service to our congregation. We are still planning on Pastor Jeff serving here for several more years, but we also expect that there will come a day when he will retire. We feel it is our responsibilities as elders to make plans for such a day.
Thanks, Jeff. Triumph friends, the Apostle Paul wrote in Romans 8 that in all things God works for good for those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. I believe God is working for good during this time in our church family. I'm grateful that this important time in our life as a church has been anticipated for a while. I'll share with you what I shared with my family earlier this week. I'm not ready to retire at 63. But I am ready to transition to a role where I'll move out of organizational leadership and focus more on preaching, teaching, and relational ministry when God provides a new lead pastor for Triumph. I'm seeing this as a positive time for our church as we pray that God will provide a lead pastor for these next years with a passion for the gospel and strong organizational gifts. After 35 years in the role I've been in, this is a big change, but I think it will be a good change. I pray that it will be a really positive thing for Triumph, and I trust that it will be good for me and my family as well. My family's actually said they're looking forward to the change if it means a little less stress in my life and a little more energy for my family. And Lord willing, I'll still have an opportunity to serve the Lord here in meaningful ways. I'm actually looking forward to it. I'll say to you what I said to my family. I love you guys, and I appreciate your prayers. Will you also pray for our leadership as they seek God's person to be our next lead pastor? And please pray for the person that God is now preparing for that role. Thank you.